Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington DC, I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
Treasure Island opened in 1993, developed by Mirage Resorts under the direction of Steve Wynn. It was designed as a companion to the Mirage next door, but with more adventurous identity. Unlike many themed projects of the era, Treasure Island leaned fully into the pirate concept, combining resort amenities with the theatrical storyline. The exterior lagoon, ship façade, and fort-style structures signaled that this property was meant to stand apart from the typical luxury-focused mega-resorts that were rising on the Strip. The resort's original theme was deliberately family-orientated. The early 1990s marked a period when Las Vegas was experimenting with broadening its appeal beyond adult entertainment. Treasure Island was centered to that experiment. Its design, branding, and entertainment choices reflect a strategy built around immersive storytelling, a move also seen in projects like Excalibur and Luxor during the same era. But Treasure Island distinguished itself by taking every part of the resort, from decor to marketing, to its pirate narrative. The hotel tower contains over 2,800 rooms and suites, but guest experience extended far beyond accommodation. The lagoon and the battle stage outside were integral to the initial identity of the resort. Each day, crowds gathered at the water's edge as actors, stunt performers, pyrotechnicians, and sound effects recreated an ocean battle in a desert. The pirate identity extended indoors as well, influencing the aesthetics of the casino, restaurant, and retail. During the early 2000s, Las Vegas began shifting away from family-centered themes towards adult-centric nightlife, luxury retail, and fine dining. Treasure Island underwent a major rebranding during this transition. In 2003, the resort dropped its full Treasure Island name in favor of the shortened TI, accompanied by a redesign of the exterior signage and the introduction of new entertainment aimed more at adults. The pirate image didn't vanish completely, but it became more stylized and less dominant. In 2009, MGM Mirage, then the owner, sold Treasure Islands to real estate investor Phil Ruffin. Under his ownership, the resort's direction returns to a more traditional casino and hotel business model, while still keeping selected themed elements, acknowledging the property's roots without strictly maintaining them. The resort has since operated as an independent property, integrating updates in gaming, dining, and guest services while maintaining a visual connection to its pirate-themed origins through decor and branding.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.